Welcome everybody to the 17th, that's right, the 17th edition of Getting to Know the One for the DUI, which is no longer sponsored by the people who will lose every championship they have in their stable. Come he Halloweeny, lethal injection. Yes, I'm making a bold prediction right there about RD's title and the tag team titles, but you know what? It's a bold prediction. That doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. It could happen. We don't know, but we will find out this Wednesday night. Special start time. You want to know the start time? Listen to the promo. He Halloweeny from the DUI, where you will see your favorite DUI superstars perform in their various matches. So let's get to those questions. Do you really think you are going to beat the Rugged Rebel? Do you really think that you are going to take down the franchise of the DUI? I think not. So go back to Jobber Town and kick the rock over so you can crawl back under before LI decides to make you file for employment at Jobber Burger. Signed, RD. I am not surprised by this, RD. No, I'm really not. You know, I know I'm going to beat the Rugged Rebel. I know it. And you know, I'm not a jobber. Because as Rugged Rebel has stated before, if you've held championships and if you have won matches, then you're not a jobber unless, of course, you are the jobber champion, which no disrespect to Jim and everything, but he is the jobber icon. So, I am not a jobber, RD. I will never work at Jobber Burger. So, RD, be ready to lose your title at He Halloweeny to GL. That's all I have to say to you, RD. Let's get to my next question, which is, first Doc lost. Then Tony Montana kept the ball rolling by beating Triple H Game 99. Guess what happens next? As the empire that is Lethal Injection continues to fall, as the building that came collapsing down, or blown up as the case may be, answer, new tag team champions at He Halloweeny, signed, question mark. That's an excellent point, question mark. I'm glad you brought that up. I am glad you brought that up, because Doc did lose a match at Autumn Assault or September Shockwave, one of the two. And then Montaigne beat Game at Autumn Assault, so good point. The One will continue his winning way at He Halloweeny, as the One shows that jobber the Rugged Rebel. Then the legions of One fans will paint the streets while the One continues his winning ways. Tell us what's next after He Halloweeny and the Rugged Rebel has fallen to the feet of the One and the nation of One's fans. My fans, I am so glad you contacted me. It's been a while since I've heard from you. What's next for the One after I'm done with the Rugged Rebel is go after the rest of Lethal Injection. I will go after each and every one of you. Don't think any of you are off the hook, Kia, RD, Game, and Doc. And I would like to hold a championship. Now, whether it be the Imperial Crown Championship again, or the Tag Team titles with a partner, if I'm able to find a partner for that, or the Lethal Injection Championship, or go after the big belt sometime down the road. Who knows? But I would like to be a champion one day. Again. So that is what's on the road for the One. Dear the One, how are you? I'm good, but my foreskin seems to have a life of its own, but that's a subject for another show. I don't think I want to know that subject, to be perfectly honest. My question this week, Halloween is coming up soon. What will you, or would you, go trick-or-treating as and why? I'm not going to go trick-or-treating. I might hit up some parties here and there in my personal life, but I'm not going to go trick-or-treating. I don't know what I'm going to be yet. Haven't really decided yet. Good question, though. Titties or beer? If you could only have one, which would it be and why? I can't choose one when it comes to that. I gotta say both. I know that doesn't really tell you specifically on your question, but I gotta go with both. I just have to. If you found a magic lamp and a genie popped out and gave you this one choice that you would choose as your wish and why? Bigger muscles or bigger cock? I'm not do I know who sent this, but ooh, I don't know which I would choose. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know, because I've never had any complaints down there, and I've never really had any complaints about how I look, so yeah. That is all for now. May you never find moss growing on your scrotum. Hasta la rigatoni, I think. The God Emperor who likes to rock out with his cock out. Little old me. Then one more thing. P.S. You really should not talk so much smack about Kato. Although it is really funny. Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Hey, one, big fan of yours. You know rumors about you never wear pants when you do your live show on Friday nights. Those rumors are untrue. I'm always wearing pants. Oh, but more importantly, one, what is up with Crystal? You know, the sex slave you supposedly keep under your bed. Oh my goodness. You said on occasion that she doesn't exist, and then you've also said she moved to Canada. So my question to one is this. If Crystal doesn't exist, then how could she have moved to Canada? You do know that, one, that human trafficking is illegal. Don't you? One, start splaining. Doesn't really say who this is signed by, but let me make this perfectly clear. Sometime down the road on a Friday night show, some people thought there was a girl under my bed, which there never has been. And then they just started this all blah, blah, blah. Kept it going, blah, 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 blah. And I've tried to, because it's not true. It's not true at all. So I came up with that she moved to Canada and that it wasn't a real person or anything like that, because there's never been a girl under my bed. Last I heard about this Crystal is that she has moved in with Ron, the rugged rebel, wherever he lives. So, if you want to find her, go look for a rugged rebel. That is all the questions I have for this week's show, unfortunately. Yeah, that wasn't a lot. But anyway, thank you to everybody that sent me questions. Please send me questions next week for the 18th edition of Getting to Know the One, where I will hopefully be talking about the events of Halloweeny. So until then, everybody, got one more thing to say. Be ready, rugged rebel, to lose at Halloweeny. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more.